session. Welcome to Spring Text Term 2. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and I hope everyone is doing well. Today, we are going to talk about two very important topics, Bholi and Factual Passage. So, guys, I hope you are all set, and because now Term 2 is just about to approach, so we are almost at the end of the sprint text series. So by now I hope you all are fully prepared. Yes or no, guys? So let me see the Josh in the chat. Let me see how excited you all are for your upcoming term 2 exams. And today we are going to talk about Bholi and factual passage. We'll be talking about the 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions, and 4 mark questions from these two topics. But before we start, do not forget to hit the like button and share this video amongst your friends. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to hit the bell icon. We'll begin with a very positive quote. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. You know that, right? So let's get started and let's prepare for a bright future by educating ourselves. So do not educate yourself just for the exams. Educate yourself because it is going to prepare you for your larger life. Yes or no, guys? Do you agree with that? So let's get started with the chapter Holy and the first section of your syllabus, that is reading comprehension, factual passage, and that is the last topic that we are going to do. So that marks the end of sprint text series. Today is the last day for sprint text series, guys, and we will begin with the very first question. Okay, so first section is from factual passage. So let's first read the passage. Let's see what is given in the passage. We give undue importance to our health and the treatment of diseases. A large number of medicines treat only the symptoms of the disease and not the root cause. Okay. In fact, the cause of many chronic ailments, disease, okay, is still being researched. It is here that yoga therapy comes to our assistance. How many of you do yoga? I'm sure nowadays all of us have become concerned about our health, right? So we are all health concerned people. So I'm sure most of you do some exercise or at least yoga, or at least you're aware of yoga, right? And its positive benefits, health benefits, right? Yoga emphasizes treatment of the root cause of an ailment. It works in a slow, subtle, and miraculous manner. Modern medicine can claim to save life at a critical stage, but for complete recovery and regaining of normal health, one must believe in the efficiency of yoga therapy. Very, very important. So, modern medicines will save your life if you are at a critical stage. But if you want to recover completely, find the root cause of your ailment and recover from that, remove that root cause, yoga is going to help you in that. The yogic way of life induces a code of ethics, regulations, discipline combined with prayer and meditation. Even a discussion of these subjects helps one relieve mental tensions and change attitudes. Simple asanas help to stretch and relax the whole body and release tension. So yoga cures not only your physical health but also it works in the mind as well. The sincere practice of yoga postures is beneficial for the mind and body. The continued practice of yoga has a profound effect on the inner dimensions of life. Yoga aims at developing the mental, physical, and spiritual and emotional facilities. Other forms of physical exercise like aerobics assure only physical well-being. As I told you, they have little to do with the development of the soul and the mind. But yoga hits there. Okay? So that was the passage. So basically, it was all about the importance of yoga and how it helps you to cure your body, your soul, as well as your mind. So the first question that you have is, what do most of the medicines treat? We have already understood the passage. It was an easy passage. So please let us know the answer to this question in the chat. Okay, let's have a look. Most of the medicines treat only the symptoms and not the root cause. So you can also talk about, just don't end here. Solution is not the complete answer. Okay, you have to frame your answer on your own. This is where you will find your answer. Okay, so we are not going to spoon feed you, because term 2 is all about how you frame your answers, your expression. So I'll just give you hints, and you can write down your answer at your home or in the comment section. You can let me know your answer. So you'll get the answer here. Most of the medicines treat only the symptoms and not the root cause, and yoga works in a miraculous way. It treats the root cause, right? So also, you will find it here. Cause of many chronic ailments is still being researched, so the root cause we still do not know, right? And yoga therapy comes, yoga therapy helps to find out the root cause and treat the root of the disease. Okay, and not just the symptoms of the disease. So medicines, what they do, they just physically cure you by treating the symptoms. That is what you have to write in your answer. What does the yogic way of life include? A very simple question. The yogic way of life, it regulates, it disciplines, it takes care of your body, mind, and soul. Okay, so yes, yogic way of life, code of ethics, regulations include discipline, prayer, meditation, and it all deals with the. Here you'll get your answer. I'll just show you here. Simple asanas help to stretch and relax the whole body and release tension. Right. So when you are doing, so here is this is the paragraph where you will locate your answer. So when you are doing the stretching, when you are doing the breathing exercises, it helps you to release your tension. It goes into your brain. It cures your mind and soul. Okay. Next is yoga better than physical exercise? Why? So yoga does not only help curing your physical health, but it also leads to a very important point, that is your mind. It hits you there. Okay, so mind is a place which, if the mind gives an order to your body that you are fit, your body is automatically going to be fit. So if somebody can control your mind, it can control your entire body in a positive way, of course. And that is where yoga comes in. So spiritual and emotional faculties, okay, they are also treated, not just the physical exercise. All right, so this is something which is very, very important. And along with the answers that you write, along with the passage that you have seen today, you have understood the importance of yoga in your life. So I would suggest you start doing yoga every day, because now you are having your term 2 exam. You need a relaxation of your mind, right? So this is the very, very appropriate time when you should start morning yoga, or at least do it in the evening if you're not a very morning person. You need to relax because you have exam stress. I know that, right? Having said that, we will be moving ahead with the next topic, which is Bholi. Two more questions from Bholi. The first one is, why was Bholi reluctant to go to school with her father? I want to know the answer from your end in the chat box. What do you think? What would be the inputs? Why was Bholi reluctant? Why did she not initially want to go to school with her father? What were the thoughts behind her reluctance? Please let me know in the chat, everyone. Okay, let's have a look. Bholi did not know what a school was like. She had never heard about it. Remember, there was a point where she, in your chapter, where she was thinking about her cow, Lakshmi, how she was thrown away when she was no longer giving milk, when she was no longer, useful, right? So Bholi had similar thoughts. When her father held her hand and told her that they were going to school, she got frightened, fearing to be dragged out of the house. You can give the example of Lakshmi here. Okay, so please do mention about Lakshmi and the thoughts that she was having at that point of time. Okay, so that was the reason behind her reluctance, because she had never visited the school and she was very apprehensive of what it would be like. Okay, and she thought that she would be thrown out of the house because she is no longer of any use, just like her cow, Lakshmi. Mention Lakshmi here, it is missing here, please mention it.
बच्चों के मार्क्स जितने कम आते हैं पापा का वॉल्यूम उतना ही बढ़ जाता है। ये होती है पढ़ाई। पर कभी सोचा है कि मार्क्स बढ़ाने की जिम्मेदारी सिर्फ बच्चों की ही क्यों?
अब वेदांतु मार्क्स बढ़ाने की जिम्मेदारी लेगा, वरना आपकी पूरी फीस वापस।
Next is, why did Bishambar's marriage with Bholi not take place? This is a direct textual question. At the same time, guys, I would suggest that you point out the qualities of Bholi here, which made her refuse Bishambar Nath. Okay, that is also very important, because most of the students would just write the answer that is given here, because of the dowry, the hefty amount of dowry, and please mention the amount. Okay, 5,000 rupees, and mention the fact that it was taking place at a point where the father would obviously become desperate, because just when the veil of Boli got removed, just when they were about to get married, and somebody removed the veil of Boli, veil from Boli's face, and December Nath saw the face of Boli, which was filled with pock marks. At that point of time, an idea emerged in his mind, and he wanted to make the parents desperate, and he demanded a hefty amount of 5,000 rupees. And he knew that at this point of time, the father, the parents of the bride, would be desperate to get Boli married. But it was because of this greedy nature. So here, what you have to do is you have to point out the flaws of Bishambar Nath and the qualities of Boli. So what were the flaws of Bishambar Nath? He was greedy. Okay, he was here. It is of course the greed that caused Boli to refuse this unequal match. And then you can also talk about the fact that Boli was now no more Boli, but she was transformed into Sulekha, who knew her rights, who knew that this was an unequal match, who knew that if she would get married to this person, this greedy person, her entire life is going to be at stake. And therefore she was aware of her rights, and she was not going to take humiliation very easily. Okay, so she was now the confident girl who was aware of her rights, who wanted to take a stand for herself and also her family, because towards the end she said that she would be serving her family throughout her life. And that was what the transformation which education and the help of her teacher brought in Holi. Okay, so these are the points that you need to mention apart from the solution that is given to you. Okay, I hope you have noted down these points. If not, then please replay the video and note down the points. Very, very important. These are the points which would add the spice to your answer. Okay, and it's going to make your answer different and impressive. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying till now. So if you want to join us, you can just click on the link. We have three types of plans: light, classic, and plus. All the details are given to you here. You just need to visit the link if you're interested. Use the code SWRE Pro and you would get an amazing discount. Do not miss out on the code. Now we will move to the last question from the chapter Boli, section C. 4 marks. Ready? Okay, this is going to be the value-based question. So I hope you guys are all set to look at the value-based question. It's a long question. Please have a look and understand the question first. Bholi chose a dignified life of service rather than surrendering herself to a greedy old man for the rest of her life. Education provides the required stimulus to overcome one's personal barriers. This is a point which you can also add in the previous answer. So please note this point. Education provides the required stimulus to overcome one's personal barriers. L. Explain the role of education in shaping the life of a child with respect to the lesson Bholi. So these are the points. See, the last two statements you can very well fit in for the previous question that we had, right? For the answer to the answer for the previous question. So please, note this, okay, when you frame your answers. Okay, so education obviously is the answer to all social evils. Illiteracy and ignorance bring nothing but poverty, misery, and suffering. So absence of education is responsible for many social evils, and education is not just true education is not just collecting degrees. It is making the character of a mind. It is making you a better individual, removing all the narrow mindedness and superstitions and prejudices and conservative attitude which is there in your mind. That is what true education is, right? So Bholi like lacks confidence initially because of her disabilities. What were the disabilities? You all know that. She is silent, timid, and weak in mind because she never got that encouragement. She did not receive education. She did not receive any encouragement from her parents, right? Her ugliness and her stammer and her lack of confidence made her very timid and underconfident. She's even afraid to speak because others might make fun of her. School changes her life completely. It opens a new world of hope for her. Her teacher treats her with love and kindness. That is very important. So teaching is not just delivering the lesson, delivering the content. It is also motivating you. It is also to encourage you, treating you with love, kindness, affection, helping you in your life lessons, not just in your school lessons, right? You agree with me, right? So her affection and support help Holly to have faith in herself, and that is the very important duty of a teacher. The utmost, the prime duty, the prime responsibility, that is to instill values and to make you confident, to have faith in yourself. She studies and grows into a confident young woman. She knows her rights and she asserts them as well. She refuses to marry a man who demands dowry. That is what education has transformed. That is how education has transformed her. Now she's very confident, and now she is not going to she's going to end all the social evils. Thus, being educated, she changed that changes the life of Holy. And later on, when what did she say at the end? That she would be what would she be doing throughout her life? She would be teaching in the same school from where she has learned so much. So it is not just limited to her life alone. Now it is going to stretch, to a larger extent, and it is going to encapsulate all the girls. Okay, so it is kind of it's kind of making a change, making an impact in the lives of the other girls as well, so that she comes a step closer to end the social evil of dowry. Okay, so that was the answer for the question, and I hope you guys have understood how to attempt your answers, how to frame a proper answer, to structure your answer, and to add value points in your answer whenever required to make a difference in your answer from the rest of the students. That is going to fetch you good marks, and that is going to create a good impression in front of the examiner. So please keep that in mind, guys. Okay, so having said that, we have already completed the 1 mark, 2 mark, and 4 mark question for Bholi and factual passage. This is your homework for today's session, the last session of Sprint Text Term 2. And with that, guys, I would like to wish you all the very best for your exams. And I know that you're going to rock, okay, and come out with flying colors. Just have faith in yourself, be confident, and do not worry. Give your best and leave the rest. Right, guys? So this is the question that you need to answer in your homework in the comment section. ठीक है, Bholi is a child different from others. This difference makes her an object of neglect and laughter. Elaborate. Very simple question. I know all of you will be able to answer this question. So till then, guys, take care. Bye-bye. All the very best. See you very soon. Bye-bye.
एग्जाम से पहले घर वाले शुरू हो जाते हैं।
बादाम दूध पी लो बेटा, मार्क्स के लिए ना टिप्स हर कोई देता है।
इसलिए वेदांतु इम्प्रूवमेंट प्रॉमिस।
अब वेदांतु मार्क्स बढ़ाने की जिम्मेदारी लेगा, वरना आपकी पूरी फीस वापस।